I wonder, can spirituality be part of wine? I wish you were here with me, next to this 400 years old olive tree, the tree of civilization, to get the energy, the spiritual energy that a tree like that can pass over to you. And by the way, where are we? We are in Sant'Antimo, Montalcino. These trees are in perfect harmony with this abbey that was built by an emperor, the emperor of the Sacred Roman Empire, Charles the Great. But actually some people say, documents say that it was his son, Ludovico il Pio, in 1813 building this place for this community. That for one way or another, every day, imagine you live here, you're making Brunello di Montalcino, and you, your mother, your father, your ancestors, all the way back to over 1,000 years ago, every day this beauty becomes part of yourself. And as a result, a sense of inspiration must have gone into these winemakers, and as a result, into the wine. Touching this building, I feel this sense of gratitude for the inhabitants of this place, the abbeys, the monks. We owe everything to these people today if you're a wine lover and not just about wine. Monks were and are the gatekeepers of knowledge and culture. Inside this building, modern winemaking was born 1,000 years ago. Imagine that. We decided to cultivate the vine 8,000 years ago, but nothing really major happened until the arrival of the monks. What happens then? Well, these people realized how the use of the press was enabling them to produce a clean wine. And so, as of the Middle Ages, now people can drink pure wine without no water added to it. And something else major, aging potential. Clean wine, better wine, is now able to be kept inside the cold and humidity of the cellar and age longer to become better, just like a great Brunello di Montalcino. I'm leaving Sant'Antimo, going towards Rome, and this is the Via Francigena, the highway of the Middle Ages. Who was traveling here? Well, I'm thinking about archbishops that needed to be appointed all the way from Canterbury to Rome. Then you had bandits, you had merchants, you had pilgrims, of course. And all these people were just walking across this beautiful land. The word, the name, the image of Tuscany was now known across the whole of Europe. But I wonder, traveling so many miles, how thirsty these people must have been. And what were they drinking? I'm sure you know the answer to that. Of course, it was Brunello di Montalcino. But actually, technically speaking, it wasn't. Back then, the wine of this area didn't have their name yet. But talking about this, actually, the entire Via Francigena was drinking wine. People traveling thousands of miles. They were drinking wine for many reasons. Reason number one is that wine was the energy drink of the Middle Ages. Wine has got lots of calories. 2, wine is safe to drink. Water back then wasn't as clean as it is today, lots of bacteria, and so as a result it was much safer to drink wine than water. 3rd, the fact that wine is the liquid that human beings invented to get closer to God, to spirituality as a whole. So as a result, people were drinking wine for many reasons, including religious and spiritual reasons. The Abbazia di Sant'Antimo, the Via Francigena, the land of Montalcino, and its Brunello have got one thing in common. You might say, we know it's spirituality, right? It is. But the untold ingredient to spirituality is time. And as you walk into a cellar like this, you don't need to be a wine expert. You don't need to be a winemaker to perceive this sense of spirituality. This timeless place where the magic formula has been happening for millennia and millennia. This is where the fruit becomes wine. And I believe that wine was invented for the mere purpose to be a gift to ourselves, to be more present, to allow time to be a more important part of our life. And Brunello di Montalcino is produced in this incredible, miraculous land. Holiness, spirituality. Aren't we talking about wine? Does it sound like a little bit too much? Well, it could be, but if you come to visit the Abbey of Sant'Antimo, walk the roads of the Via Francigena, and enter in the heart of the cellars like we've done, I think what you leave this place with is this sense of humbleness, how small we are in comparison to these amazing endeavors. And I think it's only when people truly get this sense of belonging that it's possible to produce fine wine. This is the miracle of Montalcino.